Hello and welcome to the old school Roundup. How's everyone doing?
Wunderbar.
Yay. My name is Graham Ward. My pronouns are he, him. These are some of my friends. They're going to introduce themselves, but we're here to play the second half of Shrine of the Kuo-Toa, an adventure from 1978?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's
what you're claiming.
Gary Gygax. We played the first half of this adventure almost a year ago. So a few things have changed in my life. But we will kind of pick up where we left off, get hopefully to the eponymous shrine. And very excited. Thank you all for being here. Let's go around to Popcorn, introduce ourselves, tell us your name, your pronouns, who you're playing, and then our prompt question will be, what's the most blank place you've ever swam? Could be anything, any adjective. What's the most place you've ever swimmed? Who wants to start? Let's start with Rebecca.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rebecca Muñoz, she, her, and I'm playing Venka, who is also she, her. I'm not great at swimming. First off, I tend to drown. But when I was a kid, we would go to this river to swim because it was this tiny little town, and we'd have a lot of fun. We'd swim there every day. But one day we were swimming, and there suddenly was this big, like, black giant snake that just went through the water between some of us, and we're all just like, okay, let's go find something else to do. And like, we never went back. And now, like, that river is like condemned. Like, you're not allowed to swim in that river because it's like got
condemned.
It's got polluted stuff apparently flowing in it from a factory that was down the river. So that's a fun thing. Still waiting for those superpowers. Okay, I'm gonna pass it to Carson.
Me? Well, I have a few answers to this question. Some not appropriate for this mixed company. But mostly I have as an interesting, most recent things. When I was a kid, I had this insane dream in which the basement in which my room was in was flooded with vanilla snack pack pudding.
Oh, yeah.
And I spent the whole night swimming and eating and diving into a dream pool of vanilla snack pack pudding. And I've thought about that probably every other day since 1994. And I wish for that. And just recently I had another dream that I was hoping would turn into something like that, but instead I drowned in a hotel room that was filling with water. It was like,
and you were like, yay, pudding. Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I drowned. I died in this hotel room that was
So you could say you have a lot of moist dreams.
There's another word for that too, I think. But yes. Very moist.
Who are you going to pass it to?
Oh, I pass it now. I thought I'd just pose for a minute. Let's go. Let's go to Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. She, they. I'm playing Howard Minton. Are we saying that?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Well, I'm a trail and I'm he, him. Sorry.
No, it's my turn. When I was little, I used to go to daycare in the summertime. That was like day camp. When I was at my father's house, so it was like it was in a different city, and it was like a thing. And at my daycare, we swam every day, but it was at a pool store. So like, they would let us swim in a demo pool every day. And it was awesome. And sometimes we were in a really cool pool, and sometimes we were in like a lame pool. It just sort of depended on the situation. We got to swim for like an hour. And in retrospect, that was weird as hell. So it's very strange. I also have a lot of dreams where I'm drowning or not. A lot of times I have dreams that I get into water and like I'm like, oh, I'm about to die, and then I just start breathing, and I'm like, and I like can, and I'm just astonished that I'm able to. Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna popcorn it to probably the most surprising person to popcorn it to next.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Oh, right. Yeah. Hi. I'm Jamie Hansen, he, him. I am playing Nob Bearclaw, also he, him. I will not be ashamed of mixed company for my story. This is a story of the first time I came to the US as an adult. I was touring, doing Antony and Cleopatra, and we went to a college in South Carolina, and one of the girls who was like hosting the college invited the group of us to skinny dip in like the lake behind her dad's house. And first of all, this is the first time I was ever confronted with the fact that people had guns, because she was like, everyone be quiet because my daddy's still there and he's got a shotgun in the car and he doesn't like it if I bring like people here. And we were all like, what? And then second of all, we all go skinny dipping, and it turns out that this lake had a fairly large leech population, which was the first time I'd run into those too. And so it is the only time I've gone skinny dipping, because that was very irritating to deal with afterwards.
Ooh, nice way to elide through those details. Yeah.
What a welcome to America.
I mean, I would really be like,
guns
this was your
leeches.
idea, lady.
Yeah, no, we were concerned.
Well, thank you all. My weirdest experience or funniest unexpected is also skinny dipping, but it was at Walden Pond.
That means your body is holy now, I think.
It was like, minutes from my house, so.
Like at Thoreau's house.
What is Walden Pond?
That's where Henry David Thoreau, claims that he lived in simplicity, not relying on anyone except his mother, to whom he went for Sunday dinner every week. So, he's a hypocrite, but he's a good writer.
Yeah.
Well, we are here, ready to pick up on this adventure. Thank you all so much. It's been so long. Let me give us, first of all, a couple thank yous and acknowledgements, and then we'll go into a recap. So I want to thank, of course, all of you for being players in this game. It's great to be back with you. Thank you to Carson for producing tonight, and to Justin, Kelsey, and everyone else involved with Ghostlight RPGs. You make my life happy. Thank you to Kevin MacLeod for the music. And thank you to Jon Pintar, who did the maps that we'll be using tonight. Jon Pintar has some awesome renditions of the original AD&D adventure maps, as well as lots of cool realistic maps that you can have access to and buy for your own personal use on his website, which I will link in the chat. And thank you all for coming to watch the stream. Great to see you all here. Awesome. Last time on Shrine of the Kuo-Toa, you had been fleeing in the Underdark. You were running away from some trolls that were chasing you out of the way stop in the Underdark, where you had been escorted by some drow friends. The drow were betrayed and executed, and now you were kind of alone in the Underdark. You were able to find your way to a river crossing where you met up with your first Kuo-Toa, a strange figure named Thupshib. And Thupshib was struggling, didn't have full possession of his faculties. Very odd figure, big fish head, incredibly strong. Tried to get some platinum coin out of you, was robbed by Venka, and never found out about it, I guess. Almost killed a Trell in the process. And so you've crossed the river, and you've now kind of entered the Kuo-Toa territory. You learned a little bit about their shrine, the shrine to their god Blibdulpulp, and it is there where we pick up. So
mine says Snoop Throop Troll.
Yes, there were multiple interpretations for those who may be on the playlist and just came back to this video. I might have been pronouncing the name wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
because you have to pronounce it right, and
it might have been said Sloopdulpulp, but I believe it's Bloopdulpulp.
Oh my God, Graham, that's so embarrassing.
I know. You don't say croissants, you say croissant.
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 Also, like, just disrespecting the culture. It's like,
Right. Yeah, of course.
not good, man.
I know. I've been working on my Kuo-Toa Duolingo, but
Oh my gosh.
so it is now about a day later. So you've had one additional rest over the course of your journey.
Yay.
In the Underdark. You're traveling through fairly narrow passages, and you notice that some of the passages are now lit by these crawling slugs that are bioluminescent. They're, a few inches long, and they start out sparse, and then by the end of this day of travel, these slugs are everywhere. They're like every few feet on the walls, and they're creating bright enough light that you can actually see without a torch.
Howard's going to look around and say, "Wow, these tunnels are lit."
And on that note, you can all start with inspiration.
Oh my gosh.
But it is at this point that you notice some passages opening up on the northern side of your tunnel. I'm going to bring us over to Le Map.
It's a map. It's a map.
Okay.
Oh. There's
a big kind of fissure in the floor in front of you.
Why do I have more hit points than I should have?
You feel free to adjust that to whatever.
I have 73 out of 72.
Yeah.
Mine's right.
You're right.
Two mine's right.
You hear, let's see, who's got the highest passive perception? Anyone particularly?
22.
Look, wow. Okay.
Holy moly.
Venka.
I can't take a hit, but I can see real well, so I'll see it coming.
With those cat-like ears, you suddenly realize there are hushed voices coming from the passages ahead.
Just stops and there's like, and she just starts waving her hands. It's like, get down, find somewhere to go. There's people
Do
coming.
you hear something,
What?
girl?
I do.
What?
Is there something ahead, girl?
I will stab you. Howard, you can stay. Everyone else hide.
Oh, are we hiding? And Howard
No one's coming.
goes invisible and says, "I'm invisible."
Atrell does his best. Clink, 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 clink
Oh, yeah.
over to the side of the walls. Hides under like a few, mushrooms or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hide.
Okay.
No, just gonna
hand
go
on
around.
hand on the hilt of my sword, however.
So, do I roll stealth for hiding?
Yeah, stealth would work.
Traditionally.
And that is a 27.
So if the group is wanting to kind of hunker down and not be seen, go ahead and roll everybody as a group check.
Okay.
So far we got a 27 and a 14.
Do I get advantage?
Oh yeah, your invisibility will give you advantage.
I bet that ring.
No such luck for Atrell.
What'd you roll?
7.
Bless your heart.
I got a 16.
Okay. After a moment, you can guess that these figures would have approached and are not. So the whispering stops, and there's just kind of a dead silence. And then after, say, 10 minutes of hunkering down like hobbits under a log, you again hear these voices. Just little mutterings. I'm
gonna sneak up there.
Okay.
Invisible.
Little German sounding mutterings.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, luckily I speak
German.
I don't.
Sprechen Sie Dwarf.
I don't actually either. I don't speak dwarf either.
Maybe they're just doing
I
what
thought
we
you
did.
went to a school.
I speak Dwarvish.
I focused on other things. I say defensively as I'm walking that way. I can blow up stuff.
Education.
So I sneak up, and I am also What are they doing?
All right, so if you move forward, you're kind of going around, circumventing this chasm in the dungeon floor.
Chasm.
And do you have a light source? Oh, I guess you don't need one.
There's slugs everywhere. My DM told me there's slugs everywhere. So
yeah, this really smart guy.
He's a really hot guy.
I'll add some lighting in to represent that. Here we go.
Ooh.
And Howard, you move forward. You can now see there are three passages that open up into a cave on the north side. Otherwise, the tunnel just sort of continues about 15 feet wide, roughly going upward. You don't see anyone. If you want to make a further investigation, feel free.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And feel free to move yourself around to where you want to be.
I got a 22, a dirty 22.
Okay. You look around and you see 6 stalagmites in this chamber. And you realize that those stalagmites all have noses and mouths and heads. And actually, as you examine them, let me bring you up to where you see them. They are, in fact, fully humanoid-sized and shaped. A little short, like 3 feet tall. These are deep gnomes, and they're currently absolutely still trying to pass as rock formations.
Aha! Okay, I'm gonna go back and tell the group that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run back like
as soon as you leave the cave, you hear one of them go, "Oh, and Stagnus and so scheiße."
That's why they're speaking German.
Like they sense you? I guess that's what a Trell will say when you return to us.
Honestly, I think that they knew I was there and they were nervous about it, and then I went away and they seemed like, I'm so glad that they left. That seemed to be a very powerful wizard, very attractive, really honestly renowned. I've heard of this guy and he's so good at wizardry that what do we do? And then I left and they were
how long
your nose is growing.
They said all that.
I'm really perceptive, so I was just getting that. I don't speak whatever the fuck they were speaking, to be honest. What is this rated? I forgot. Should I say F? I'll do that.
So you get 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay,
The whole group gets 2?
Total.
Or just in total for the whole show.
One of our fucks.
And we're done.
All right, great. See you guys in a year. See you guys in 11 months.
I don't care. It's all good.
Well, maybe they're friendly then. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, does anyone speak Nervish?
I speak Dwarvish and Elvish and
Dwarvish and Thieves' Cant, but Swarfnablin, no.
No one does. Jeez. I might have
Druidish.
a spell about it. Let me check my book.
Okay,
licks
well,
fingers,
I
flips
do.
pages.
Okay, so I cast
Wait,
comprehensive languages.
I really hate how useful this guy is.
Hello.
Let's all just go up as a team and I'll pretend I'm our translator. No, I'll be our translator.
Yeah,
And I take my ring off. And
Okay.
This guy. Yeah,
Walk
let's go.
forward.
I'm gonna stand up in front too here.
Yeah.
Oh. We haven't used a map in so long that I don't even remember how to do it.
I know, right?
I know. Also, yeah, there we go. Want to stay with you?
I come in peace.
As
And
you get to the cave, you see that they've moved their orientation. They're now in a line.
Oh.
And they're holding little pickaxes. little metal pickaxe.
Cute. I just want to put them in a garden.
And they seem predominantly hairless, and they have kind of this gray, stony skin. They no longer look quite as rock-like as they did when they were hiding from you. And they're kind of trembling. But one of them, has sort of like maybe her hands on her hips, and she's, kind of like broad skirt, and is like, "What do you want?"
We're just going through. I don't remember what our goal is here, but
Surface dwellers that are down. I don't understand.
We go in peace.
Yes, go. If you go in peace, then go. Get out of here.
What did he say?
Okay, bye.
Have you seen any people looking like I do?
You mean as opposed to us who don't look like people? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying people who look like this one right here, me. You look like people too, but not like me. You're
you
short.
mean surface dwellers?
Well, they're all also
really small surface dwellers that have hairy feet.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any surface dwellers here, not for some time. There were some who had been taken captive, and we saw them maybe 40 days ago.
Oh, that sounds right. Where'd they go?
Oh, to the shrine, of course. They were taken with our kin.
You wouldn't happen to know
With
the
your kin?
speediest way to get to a shrine, would you? After all,
Yes.
we're surface dwellers, so we're not particularly good at navigating these wonderful tunnels I'm sure you helped construct.
You speak of the Inkonstanten Paten shrine. And then they all like simultaneously spit like a vaudeville Lazzi.
Ventus
Yeah.
Spitz.
We love a lot.
And she says, "This is the shrine belonging to the Kuo-Toa. We don't
Yeah.
like them one bit."
Oh, we're not
That
big
sounds
fans
right.
of them either. That's why we're here, in fact, to make their lives miserable.
There are
But we're
several
trying
of
to
our
get this-
kin who have been taken their sacrifices.
See, we have some of those as well. This woman and her stupid dog has some, and then this little guy has some as well that were stolen. So we're here to do some justice. Justice will be served.
And a little vengeance, too.
Yeah,
I see.
Plenty of
Go
vengeance.
some
and-
rage. Some rage.
Do you intend to take on the entire shrine?
If
There
I
are
have to, I
hundreds
will.
that dwell within.
Whatever it takes.
Understand
quite a
this.
few in our
Wait, you said
journeys.
there's hundreds.
At
now?
least
That's
enough
all
to
right.
inconvenience, you know.
We were just discussing to take an army to take on the entire shrine.
That would be handy. If you could provide an army, that would be fantastic.
No, we don't have an army. That's why we are saying it is bad and couldn't start in the spitten.
How many are you?
Yeah, 8. And then one like whistles and says, "Bitten, Fritz," and 2 more of them like bobble out from the eastward passage.
Mitten? That's a cute name.
Bitten and Fritz.
Oh,
Fitz.
And they kind of come up behind you, and these 2 look a little bit bigger than the others. They're like 3'6", and they've got rock hammers.
Okay,
They're
so
like-
you guys pack the big guns now. This is great. I feel like I'm empowered.
Well, if we work together, that makes us like what? Almost 12? I can't math. How many?
And I'm like 7.
You have
I'm
a
worth at
dog,
least 3.
We do
have a-
have a dog.
a dog. You have 2 dwarves, a halfling, human, 2 humans,
Two
Yeah.
humans.
and one of you can turn invisible. Do you have other skills?
No,
We only make
Yes, I
alliances
have
with people who
skills.
have great skills.
I'm an intellectual.
She laughs at you.
To be fair, even though we are surface dwellers, we have managed to get this far alive without losing any of our people. So I think that should say in itself that we have at least a modicum of capability between us.
Yeah, she seems pretty taken by that logic. She kind of nods.
I cast fire bolts.
Kelsey!
They all like scatter into the corners and turn into stalagmites.
I do stuff like that.
Howard!
What? She wanted to know what we were capable of. I wanted to know what she's working with.
Okay, but we don't want to scare them away. You
Don't
give
do that
warning
again
before
unless you want to
do
get blurred by 8 gnomes.
Blurred.
Third.
Yes, we'll blur you.
Ooh.
What?
that.
And Fritz can summon a rock elemental.
Oh, that's neat.
They'll rock your whole
So
world.
13.
Well,
Get it?
boy.
I bet it's
Get it?
I can do a elemental too.
Uh-huh. And she like looks at you, and suddenly you see like, maybe some hard eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
You can
No,
speak
you
to the
dog.
stones as well.
You don't know if it's the stones I can speak to. I can. Actually, I've forgotten if I can turn into a rock elemental. I'm pretty sure I turned into a fire elemental before.
Yeah, if you can turn into an elemental, which I think many druids at your level can.
Yeah.
Are you a moon druid?
I believe I am. It's been
It has been a year.
trying to see where it is in there.
She's just sort of like starting to now like shoot eyes in your direction during the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, I can speak to the rocks actually.
We'll have to discuss this later. Maybe we can have a 3-way conversation. You, the rocks, and me.
You would love that.
Well, okay, wait. Please don't speak for me. I might love that. I'll have to speak to you a bit more and get to know you. Maybe at dinner first before we get the rocks on.
Well, you all seem very hard bent on this attack against the shrine. Do you have any kind of plan? I mean, we could discuss it further, make some plans.
I think a plan
That
would
would be
be
nice.
wonderful.
Yeah, we've been years now looking for these people.
To
Howard
have come
has a
so
big
far
plan.
and survive is very impressive.
Yeah, we're very strong. Willed, minded, hearted.
I was gonna disagree until you added those 3 extra words.
I don't claim to be physically fit. That's a firm no for me, though.
He's not.
Well, we can lead you to the shrine, but first let's make a plan. But
Wonderful.
do you require rest?
Yep. I'm not right now.
No,
I
we're
feel pretty
quite,
good.
quite rested. Thank you.
In
Feel
life,
extremely
but
rested.
like not right this second. Yeah.
I will show you how the shrine is laid out. And she'll like take a little chisel and shockingly quickly, this is like, Elf and Santa's workshop level of ding, 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 ding. She sketches you a little map of the shrine. It seems to have a very
Wow.
large kind
Ooh.
of square-shaped pool, which is at the center. And she'll say, that is where the shrine is. And then she shows you there are caverns on kind of all surrounding it, but predominantly on the 2 sides. And then above the shrine are kind of royal suites. She says, we don't know where in this complex they would keep their sacrifices and prisoners. But we'll have to look. Probably not in the apartments. I imagine they would keep them separately.
Mm.
Would assume. And you will come with us, all of you, as a part of this plan. This is a...
Is that what your plan is? I haven't heard a plan.
No, I'm
Well-
gonna
Okay,
probably blow stuff up. And
Well, then we should probably maybe split into groups. One group goes to do destruction, and the others go to find the prisoners and set them loose.
I love this.
Sorry, you said one group does destruction? I'll do this.
Yeah, me too. And then
Oh, you will go on
Venka
rest.
and Knob, you guys can go get the people out. And then,
Oh, and Burley can come with us.
Burley's destruction.
How are you
Oh,
going to
yeah.
avoid a fight with all of the Kuo-Toans?
I'm going to make a big noise and then I'm going to disappear.
There's hundreds of them.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Maybe we should just sneaky in, not split
Ooh,
the
why
group.
don't we trade them the dog? We'll trade them the dog for all of the people. And we'll hype up the dog.
As much as I love that
really
idea,
special.
I really doubt that
Yeah.
that dog is
Burley
going to
is-
be enough price for an
Burley's
entire jail
glowering
cell
at you.
full of people.
Him's just a pup. That's so funny.
Do we know if all of these slugs are going to be over there?
Yes, the shrine is predominantly lit by these slugs. They're both food and illumination.
Oh, they're food.
Do they explode?
I'm eat one.
No, they don't explode.
I'm just wondering because they glow like that. What's, the sort of fuel that goes into that sort of thing?
It's bioluminescence.
Bio what?
Science.
I
I do
didn't
want
go
to take
school.
one. I do want to take one, eat it, and then take another one and investigate it.
You eat.
You
She
eat
said
it
it was
first
food.
and then investigate afterwards?
Science.
I hope you get the runs.
Science.
Glowing runs. That's what I wish upon you.
Unfortunately, I just got a 13.
Sorry, what was the roll?
13.
What were you rolling?
Investigation.
On the slugs?
Blood.
Yeah, they just look like slugs that generate kind of luminescent mucus, and that's what the light is.
Okay.
Luminescent mucus.
Yeah, like you do.
So then
Yes.
the idea is to sneak and to find the prisoners?
Now, I am extremely capable of sneaking, as we have established. But I'm concerned that it's not for me. But
Say it. Just say it.
well, this armor is beautiful, and a presence like mine isn't.
I love
Easily
the jingle jangle
overlooked.
of it. Yeah.
It's very
Yes.
loud.
Yes. So there might be some ways for me to get inside a little easier.
You are not. Are
I
you sick?
I mean, I don't know.
You're being so
exactly
coy.
what
Just
I'm
say it.
suggesting.
What do you want to say?
Well, I'm
Is-
curious to know what she thinks I'm going to do.
Are you going to let yourself get caught so you can find the jail cell?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to
I
do.
love
That's a great
this
idea.
Let's do that.
Latrell hints that he has a plan until someone else states a guess. And then that's the plan.
Yes. Perfect.
Go ahead. Whoever would like to make a persuasion check, and you can have advantage since you're kind of acting as a group with help. But these gnomes, they seem like it's going to take a bit to convince them to participate in this very shoddy plan.
All right, fantastic. I got it.
I have an idea too. I can bat and hide in your armor, and then when they arrest you and throw you in the jail cell, I can pick the lock and get everyone out.
Oh, this is a great idea. Okay, that's the advantage. The second one
Ooh,
is a
the
23.
advantage. Okay.
And I think the 23 is we're going over this plan, and eventually it comes down to the sirens of New York City outside of my window. Good gravy.
It's
Oh, you didn't? It was really loud. Okay. I think the planning is happening, and then mostly between Benka and me, and then I think it turns to them and go, believe me, we will get your people out and our people out. There is not a doubt in my mind that with his brains and with whatever Knob does and Benka's thing,
Sneaky snake fury.
You're doing great.
we will rescue your people. How many are there, by the way?
2.
Oh, that's
Oh.
doable.
But there are others who are captive as well. We care little about their lives.
Yes, those are the ones
Understandable.
we care more
We wanna-
about. Isn't that right, Burley?
Yes, we do care about that.
There are some troglodytes. If you come across the troglodytes, we would like to kill them.
Sure.
Would I like to kill them?
Sure.
That may
They
be a
were at
lower
war with
priority,
our
though.
clans.
We faced a troglodyte before and killed it. I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
faced
doable.
a whole bunch of troglodytes back in the Lost
As I
Caverns of Sajkans.
Call
Yeah.
has separated many heads. Is this true?
Yeah, you would remember that they're like reptilian humanoids that don't speak, but they communicate through secreting smells.
Yeah, they really reek.
They have like really specific weird smells that they'll exude, and that's how they communicate with one another.
Got it. Do you have any other tricks other than appearing as a boulder?
You mean other than looking like the stone and conjuring the stone into strong allies to fight alongside us, and other than blurring people? Why, yes, we do.
Yes.
What you keep saying blurring people.
Yeah,
What?
can we come back to that blurring? Yes.
We can blur. We can create a non-detection. We can create a change of the self. And that is, not just an outward change, but an inward change. If you want to change yourself, we have a few sessions. You just come and talk to me.
Like,
Ooh.
My name is Trossley.
Trossley.
Yes. They call me the Garnet Getter. I'm fairly well known among my people. And the others are like, sure, really else.
She is very cool. I'm impressed.
Garnet Getter. Fantastic. And again, perhaps we could use some of these extra skills of yours, perhaps helping Venka get in as well. Change self.
like
Do you mean
this.
like inside and out? Like
Yes,
a disguise?
I can make you look like a fish person.
I don't need help with that, and she's gonna use her hat to make herself look like a fish person.
Ooh,
Thanks,
cool,
but
cool.
these guys, feel free to blur their asses all over the place.
I can turn into an animal, so I'll hitch a ride with someone, I think.
Oh, you should have led with that.
So it's the humans who need help, and Burley.
Well, one of you can turn invisible. Can you do that again?
I can. Yes.
Can you do it right now?
Can you hear me?
You're kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
I know I had to log in on my phone. Weird.
Oh.
I can. And I just put my ring back on.
And Trustley just says, that's better.
I do
And
like you,
invisibly,
Trusty.
Howard looks like this.
I love her. I will die for this gnome.
Well, I cannot turn invisible, so perhaps a disguise would be helpful for me.
Well, don't you want to get caught? Isn't that the plan?
Yes, but not as me. Is there any way that you could hide some of my things?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, for instance, it'd be extremely useful to have consequence here in my but of course they wouldn't let their prisoners keep any weapons. Is there a way you could get to me or hide?
Yes,
Could
I'm
you bring
sure
it, Venka?
What do you want? Well, I guess I could in theory, yeah, because when I turn into bat, everything I have goes into bat as well. I never thought about where it goes. That's too much thinking for me. But in theory, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I carry that big sword?
Yeah. Using it would be a little bit
Larger than a
dicey.
lot of us, yeah.
But yeah, I
Thanks for
think
that.
in theory that could work.
I reckon those of us who can be hidden should probably try to stay hidden. But maybe we can just go and pretend to be worshipping. I assume, Trustley, your people don't tend to go there and worship, do you?
No, not really. In fact,
you'd
we were
stand out.
deciding whether we could even abide to step in the place.
Oh, right.
Frankly, we would like to go in and just go to town, just kill people.
That's what I
Sure.
said, but you said
'Cause
there were too many.
There are too many. That's the only thing stopping us.
So then we have to do it smart so we can have our cake and eat it too.
Do you have fish people on the surface?
Kind of, but I think they're a little different.
They're prettier and they sing songs.
We have lots of fish on the surface.
Do they have the fish on the top half or the bottom half?
Bottom half. The top
Oh,
half
that's-
is always a sexy lady.
That's fucking weird.
Wow, you're so rude. They're hot. And we make movies about them. And they go, ah.
Howard.
I was trying to make it so that we didn't break the trademark. You're welcome. Not much of a singer, but
Is
Well,
this
we will-
the Temple of the Frog over here now?
yeah.
We will prepare to follow in your footsteps. We'll be just behind you. And if you plan to enter the shrine, whether hidden or unhidden, we will come behind, and we can stomach the presence of these things, but we'd rather come in just for sort of the cleanup, or if you need, a little reinforcement.
Okay. Maybe we should come up with some sort of like caca signal or something so that you know to come in and start swinging.
A caca signal?
A caca singing, the birds, they go caca.
Can I see if do I believe that they're telling the truth? Because Kelsey
go ahead and make an
doesn't.
insight check.
Oh, that's a 16.
16. Okay, so here's the deal. They seem like they're very interested in joining you to help attack these fish people. What they're saying doesn't sound like they're lying to you, but they just seem like really trigger happy. Like their disgust for the Kuo-Toa, you could see it being justified based on like, I don't know, the fact that they've had some of their people stolen, but it seems like it goes beyond that. Like there's a little bit of murderous intolerance behind these gnomes' eyes.
Excellent.
Yay! Zealots.
So,
more zealots.
So perhaps then what we do, we mix a little bit of this with a little bit of this, and we get in, locate the people we want to find, and then slaughter them on the way out.
I just don't see how you're going to slaughter.
Well,
more
not
than
slaughter
200.
them, but I'm saying let's not start the fight if we get into one until we know where the people are. And that would be a good time for you to join in. Could you, if that's a...
I can accept that. And she looks around. The others are like nodding.
Oh, Howard, I'm sorry. You are...
Howard, we can't.
You are muted.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
My favorite quote from Witches. She can't hear you. I love that part. Grandma!
I think Howard might have accidentally triggered another spell.
Yes, silence spell.
Put the cone of silence
There we
around
go.
himself by accident.
Oh, did you put on the mime ring? It's...
Oh, there you go.
Howard.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, what I was trying to say was, if you go back on your word, I will personally kill you. All right, let's go.
Oh my.
So,
I was
right.
being intimidating.
Who's going to bring me this? And I'll hold out consequence to somebody.
Give me the sword.
Is that 17 intimidation, Howard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
They look suitably intimidated.
Ooh.
Wait, you're carrying it?
Scary
Okay.
nerd. Well, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
if
gonna be
Howard is
hiding on-
invisible, Howard, can
Yeah, I'll
you be? Can
carry
this
it.
be
Plus,
invisible?
I'm big boy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
yeah.
Kinda defensive.
Now I have a scary sword. Let's go.
Oh,
Do
good,
not
he has a
drop
sword.
it.
I
I'm
don't feel
skipping.
good about Howard having a sword.
You can't see me, but I'm.
I know,
skipping.
I don't
got a
feel
short
good about
sword
it
plus
either.
one that's
No,
not
you
mine.
have nothing to worry about. Howard could barely lift it.
You hear it dragging along behind me.
I said, don't drop it.
Now,
Like,
It's heavy.
there's just this little trail of like dirt that's being disrupted behind the sword.
I start swinging it at slugs. They're just like. Oh.
so far, this sounds like a workable plan. There is only the matter of payment to be discussed.
No.
Payment.
Payment. The payment will
Well,
be the
we-
safe return of your countrymen.
But you have people there as well who need to be saved.
Yes.
We are helping you on your errand, are we not?
And
Well,
we're
that's yet
helping
to
you.
be seen,
No, we decided not to
okay?
go until you came along.
You were going to leave them.
We had no other choice. But
To leave your countrymen. You wouldn't try
we are
anything
willing
what
to
with all the
put
tricks
our-
you have.
we're willing to put our hammers beside your sword as long as you are willing to pay us
For
in gems.
cost. I see how this is. Okay, I
Respect
had
the
you
game. I
all
respect
pegged
your
as
game.
something differently.
And you do notice that there are a few of them who are hoisting rather full sacks, like what looks like mining goods that have been obtained.
So the garnet getter, right? This is what you mean.
That's what they call me.
Get some garnets out of this little
Garnet
exchange.
getter.
You know,
Well, I'm fresh out of giant horns. You'll have to talk to Venka.
I respect me. Are you kidding? Howard, you pay them. You're rich. I worked hard for my gold. Respect the game, but you're not getting mine. Howard, where are you? Where's your purse?
Howard is
Silent. Ah, damn it.
on a trip right now.
Hang on. Let me look
Oh,
at
this feels so bummed. Should we?
Where's my money? How do you find the money?
Is there any chance that there's treasure at the temple that perhaps once we've sacked it, you could all
have like
take your fair share?
25%?
We would love to go halfies with you.
25.
Half is on everything from the temple?
We have a strict system of rules around how we divvy the gems and treasure at any operation, and halfies is the legal term that we use.
So half goes to the 8 of you, half goes to us.
Yes.
You split by party, then? Is that it?
Precisely.
Honestly, I'm cool with whatever. Like, doesn't bother me in the
And
slightest.
then if you'd like to pay us out of your halfies, then that would
So
be
we would
acceptable.
you're saying that
This is a waste of time. We don't need your help. And Howard just starts walking away.
Very Howard. Listen, halfies is all you're going to get. And the safe return of you 2 countrymen. We are going to be doing the most work here and putting ourselves on the line, and that will be good enough, won't it?
Normally, we would expect a commission of 100 gold piece worth of gems each, but go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I will.
You can have advantage. Howard's little bad cop routine can.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Let me roll it again. My Google Chrome is running at the slowest possible method.
Of
Okay,
course.
15.
Okay. Trustly sighs and says, "We will agree to these terms, even though they're deeply offensive on a moral level."
On a moral level. Okay. Howard, where's my sword?
I forgot it right. Oh, you can't see me.
Yeah, it's that again. I turned to my left.
I become visible again. Why do you need this?
Oh, God. No reason. Sigh. Let's go.
Awesome. Wonderful. I feel this plan has gotten like 70% less sturdy. But okay, here we go.
With the sellsword. Smurf nibblins?
They will lead
I'm
you
looking
for about.
forward to killing these motherfuckers later.
they lead you about 3 hours through the narrow caverns until eventually the slugs, having gotten even thicker, you seem to be getting closer and closer to the source of the slugs. And you arrive at a shrine. Let's move to the new map.
Ooh, new map.
Now, this is a big map.
Ooh, I have to zoom out. Whee.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Ooh. Oh, so that's what you meant by hundreds of them.
Oh yeah, there's
Wow.
literally hundreds of them. Oh, that's fun.
So pretty much right ahead of you, in the midst of all of this bioluminescent slug trail goodness, you can see a very large pool with tiered steps going down, and then at the center there's kind of a step pyramid with 3 levels and multiple staircases, and at the top of it is the spitting image of Blipdulpulp, who you heard described by Thupshib in your river crossing.
And her legs or arms. Who watched that recently? Our
Yeah.
weird friend had a had an obsession with one part of this, and I don't remember what it was.
The figure before you is mostly, oddly, kind of humanoid. You see like a narrow waist, wide hips and thighs, like as a human would have, and then lobster claw shaped hands with one raised high and the other extended forward, and then the head is like a kind of curved lobster head.
Cool.
The statue is made out of, I believe it's malachite, kind of pale greenish stone. And you actually see a whole bunch of objects laden across. Now, you haven't totally entered the shrine yet, so I don't want to necessarily give you too much of a zoomed in detailed picture, but you can just tell there's stuff kind of draped and set all around. Almost like if you see like a candlelit vigil, the candles are just everywhere in a town square, like around a gazebo or something. It's that kind of image, but no candles. They seem to be, well, they're slugs, but then lots of like shells and some other stuff. You see a couple stone altars as well that are laden with like a big clamshell filled with things.
But Atrell, if I turn into a slug, can I catch a ride on your shoe?
That sounds agreeable.
Or
I'll try not to step on you.
I mean, you could hide with me down in his breastplate.
I worry as a slug. As a bat, you can get out of the breastplate pretty quickly. I worry that as a slug, it might take me a good...
I could carry you.
A slug riding a bat riding a man?
Let's do it.
Howard is invisible, but is also just like, absolutely not. None of this.
You just need a trench coat.
I'm like, stop flapping, stop.
I'll bite you, stop hitting.
Well, actually, then you will have a glowing chest in that case.
Oh, that's true. How small of a slug? Can you be a real tiny slug? A normal slug or a glowing slug?
I guess I could be a normal slug. I was just assuming I might blend in better.
Yeah, maybe there's one that, you know, like the kind of same type of slug, but somehow it's lost its luminescence or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Like a geriatric slug. Just lost a little bit of its ability to shine up.
The slug has like a beard and glasses.
And a little cane.
A little cane.
Howard, you still have my sword?
What?
Oh, God. Again. That'll never get old to me.
This thing, and I slap him with it on the butt.
Ow. That is beneath consequence, please.
A Kuo-Toa starts moving towards you out of a western passage, kind of up a set of stairs, or rather, I guess down some stairs, and just right in front of you, kind of like moves forward. It has a fish head, you know, like long, strong arms, slimy body, and the eyes that just kind of like glassily looking sideways, and it turns its head sideways to look at you. And it's like weird fish mouth starts going.
Yes.
I comprehend him.
Continuing the tradition of making Rebecca take her headphones off.
It's such a gross noise.
Howard, did you say you're going to cast comprehend languages?
Oh, I did that previously, but it only lasts an hour, and we've been traveling for 3, so I'm not. I can. If I need to.
I'll try to. Do you speak anything else?
Speak common.
Yes, I do. It is impressive to me that that you do. Thank you.
Only some of us. I am the gate warden and greeter. Would you like a pamphlet?
Of course I would. Thank you for
They
keeping the gate
you-
and greeting me.
It's like a lank piece of seaweed that has been painted on.
Oh.
And it's got all kinds of weird characters that don't really make sense, but it does have a silhouetted depiction of Blibdul Poop.
And Gatekeeper, forgive me. It's been a while since I've studied fish talk. What is this? Give me a summary.
You have come to the great shrine of Blibdul Poop, and here we worship the goddess of Blibdul Poop, who is named by Slimmen, our first high priest. Blibdul Poop is the greatest of our creations.
Created, yes.
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 As all gods are created by those who make the shrine.
Right. Of course. And I wish to pay respects.
Our god can't follow.
Oh, good. Turns around, like thumbs up to a invisible.
They'll lead you up as far as the kind of threshold into this huge shrine chamber, and they don't follow you any further. There seems to be they're watching you to see, just to gauge how you're proceeding. Yeah, they give you the sense of being watched.
Great. Perfect.
And they
Let me just
make a motion like a swim on kind of motion.
A swim on. Okay. Is it like literally water you swim through?
It will be, yeah. So once you head down a wide stair, you'll reach the pool of water, which is
this is great.
slimy and horrendous, almost opaque. And now that you're this close, you see the first tier has a small pale stone slab, on which is laid a clamshell, oversized clamshell, and there are various coins piled kind of over the top so that you can see them. The second layer has a blue stone altar, and this one has 2 clams. The clams contain one side has a number of coins and valuables and gems. The other is filled with a crab claws. And you sort of see some of the Kuo-Toa are ambling about. Some of them are carrying crab claws. Some of them are putting gems into the clam.
Great.
And then the third tier, which has the statue, also has a huge clam pot filled with lobsters, all kind of crawling around each other. There's some water like in the bottom, but this is clearly not, ethically sourced lobster. And there is another clam that's like kind of like the pay bucket, the offering bucket, so to speak.
Great. I think a truck gets to the edge of the water here, and I look around, and should I swim? I can't really swim.
Don't swim! Don't swim!
Okay, and I march back up the stairs. Sorry, excuse me.
Just
Is there
one of those Kuo-Toans?
Yeah, is there like a boat or a raft or another method by which I could visit the shrine? I'm not sure if this one speaks common, so it's
the fish head just looks at you and then it goes and then waddles away.
Yeah, good. Okay.
You see them as they go, they turn back to you, giving you kind of a second regard, and then go like this. And with one hand kind of
up like
a v
the statue
motion upward, and the other pointing forward with the V.
Great, I'll do the same. Yes. Okay. The Blibdul Poop. I say, try to.
When you say Blibdul Poop,
yep.
The the fish person suddenly just does like a and then struts away offended.
Oh, it's going well.
Your people skills are unmatched.
Fantastic. All right.
I'm gonna whisper in Atrell's ear. Hey, do you want me to just bring you over there?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I do not want to sit in that water, not even a little bit.
Is that gonna be bad if you just like fly over there? Like.
No, I think it would actually be good. Don't you think?
And I just grab him around his armpits.
Oh!
Winged.
We got a slug riding a bat, riding a man, carried by another man.
Yep, we got
all of it.
Okay, so you're gonna fly over.
Yep.
Great.
Awesome.
Fly me.
All right, onto tier 1.
Yes, tier 1.
All right, you land right in front of the white altar with green splotches.
Mm-hmm.
And you see indeed that it contains a clamshell full of snail shells. No snails in them, just the shells. Okay. And another clam shell filled with various coinage.
Okay. I'm gonna have to ruffle some feathers here. Are there other Kuo-Toa up here?
They're getting thin, but yeah, you might see one or two.
Okay, great.
They're working their way up the stairs.
Yeah, I want to climb up the stairs and follow the procession up to the offering plate.
Okay. So you're bypassing the snail shells.
I'm going to bypass the snail shells. I'll kind of take a look at them and keep on moving up.
You notice, actually, go ahead and make an insight check. This
Great.
will represent both your, if you prefer to do like perception or investigation, be my guest.
18's good for me.
Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. So with an 18, you indeed can tell that you have missed a step and everybody's giving you dirty looks. So the maybe like 5 or 6 Kuo-Toa who are on the tiered levels of the pyramid are looking down at you like with great hostility.
I am gonna slip some coins in Atrell's hand and push him back that direction.
Oh, okay. So coming back. Thank you.
Yeah, and actually with your 18, you also notice the ones on the second tier who have come up from the white altar are holding snail shells.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna put some coins here on the altar and take some snail shells.
Okay. How many coins would you like to put?
Everything Howard handed to me. How many did you?
I handed him 10 gold pieces.
Okay, great. All right. You successfully execute the transaction. No one stops you, and you're then allowed up to the second level. You see a couple of them breathe a sigh of relief.
And I'm like, sorry. It's just, hey. Okay, I'll move up to the next clams.
Okay, so you proceed to the blue altar where you find the crab claws piled up, and in the other clamshell, there are piles of coinage as well.
I gave him 20 gold pieces.
I'll put 20 gold pieces in.
Okay.
How much money does this fucking wizard have?
I'm extremely loaded.
You can't hear me.
Oh, it's in your head. You're a bat. That's right.
I'm speaking bat.
Great, and I'll take a couple of these crabs' legs.
One of the Kuo-Toa sees you take the crab, like place the coins, take the crab, and immediately goes, and then makes the sign, and like gestures up to the statue.
And I'll take my crabs and head up that direction.
Okay, you make the sign.
I make the sign. I'm trying.
Very good. Okay. All right. They then sort of tolerate you.
Okay, great.
So in order to get to the top, you now actually have to descend, go around to the back, and the back staircase does enter from the water. So I'm afraid you'll have to get in the water. Or I guess you could fly over. You've got the flight still, Howard?
Yeah, I've got wing boots. I've had them since the beginning.
Yeah.
I can just boot them in there if that's
okay.
Let's get up there.
Howard's keeping you dry. You fly over, and you can now ascend the stair up to
I don't want you to rust, old buddy.
the back. We're now looking at the back of the statue. If you kind of move your way around, you'll eventually get to the front where the third altar stands.
Yes. And what am I looking at? Lobsters and money?
Lobsters. This time, the other clam is filled with pearls.
Oh.
Then I'm going to give him like a handful of gold pieces and 1 platinum.
Do our best here.
Yeah, I'm going to... Do you think they do monetary exchanging? Does it... Yeah, give him a big bat of gold and then a platinum. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to take the gold and put it in kind of one by one to make it look really, really nice.
You're doing the George Costanza.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then I'll top it off with the platinum and then kind of look around and
okay. And remind me what was the value that you put in?
I put in 1 platinum and 30 gold pieces. Okay. So what is that, like 40 golds?
40 gold, right?
Yeah. So you put all that in, then you're reaching for the lobster.
I do one of these first.
Okay, very good.
And then I'll grab for the lobster.
There's a Kuo-Toa who reaches over and, as you saw before with Thupshib, Grip of Iron grabs you by the wrist and starts...
I cast comprehend languages before he talks.
Okay. It says, the offering is not sufficient.
Oh, I just give him more.
Just behind my back, I'm produce more coins.
More gold pieces.
You dare not bring a pearl to the shrine of the gold piece?
This is... I didn't have one. I didn't know.
I give him 50 gold pieces and I give him a an ice dragon.
Is this enough? I've got gold. Look at all this gold in this. This is a dragon scale. It is where I come from, extremely worthy offering.
I appreciate the backpedaling. However, the Kuo-Toa is not satisfied with your offering.
Great. Then I'll punch him.
Okay.
Like if it gets to that point, it's like,
he's
fine.
Got you. He seems to be starting to exert pressure, like he wants to bring you down to a lower level and away from the statue.
Great. I figure this is my moment. I say out loud.
Okay, so you punch him.
Sure. I just want to get in trouble.
Just want to get arrested. Yeah. Okay. So you're not necessarily.
I'm not going to try to hurt him. I'm just going to start a little something here.
Okay. Easily done. You kind of start a fight. All of the Kuo-Toa who are around, which is like roughly a dozen, in the pool shrine area, turn and look. They are shocked and appalled. You hear them with your comprehend languages shouting, "Blasphemy! Blasphemy!" And one of the Kuo-Toas actually runs over to the statue, grabs onto the extended claw, says, and disappears.
The Kuo-Toa disappears?
Yeah, the Kuo-Toa disappears. And, depending on how much resistance you want to give, they'll apprehend you and begin to take you away.
I want to go to there. I want to go on the poop.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to try that. Okay, so can I rest myself?
Make an athletics check to rest yourself out of the grasp.
Let me get out of the grasp, and
this guy.
Before he does,
this is not good.
Oh,
it's a nat one.
Okay, you are reaching upward toward the claw. Are you saying the name?
Yeah.
Your fingers get inches from the statue's lobster claw that's extended, and then your hand is grasped and pulled back, and the Kuo-Toans will drag you, not Howard, I guess, because Howard's invisible.
Right.
Back southward, actually. The rest of the group, before we determine where a trail ends up, what have you all been doing?
Venka has been clinging to his shirt with her little back claws. and so she's just been in there. And I think this entire time, every time Howard gives more money, she just starts just getting really angry. She's just throwing a tantrum inside the shirt, just how much money does this fucking wizard have?
Venka, if I'm not mistaken, you have a pearl, don't you? Didn't you get a pearl from?
You got some gems from other places.
I do have a lot of things, but I don't have my notes. So I was I didn't want to say, oh, I must.
Also, you're a bat.
Okay, we'll just say if it comes up later, you do have a pearl.
Okay, great. I was I don't remember what all jewelry I have.
I had the same thought though, because I knew you had gotten a bunch of jewels from robbing.
Yeah.
Giants.
I was wondering that, but I couldn't find it in my D&D Beyond sheet, so I was like,
it's only been a year, so I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I know.
So
you could get on it. Fuck. You can't
so
remember.
Nob, Venka, what would you like to be doing?
I assume we're still inside.
Yeah, just clinging to dear life, probably getting knocked around a little bit while he's trying to fight, just ping, ping, just hitting the inside of the armor.
Yeah,
so then
secreting mucus.
Wonderful. So everyone's kind of going down into captivity then, with the hope that some of you get out easily once you're down there.
I don't go into captivity.
Okay.
My sword.
Yeah, you're gonna Bilbo Baggins it.
Well, I was gonna slap it in the sword. No. I was gonna slap it in his hand. I don't have
Sure,
a
just
sword.
All right.
This is why I was going to take the sword.
Yeah,
Howard's
so here's what I'm gonna do, or attempt to do. He feels this thing. It looks like he's getting dragged off. I'm going to uninvisible and brandish the sword.
Oh.
And cut off one of not the one that they went through, but the other arm of the lobster queen.
Oh, you're really gonna cause some trouble. You're gonna chop at a Malachite statue with consequence?
Yeah.
Can you swing that?
You swing the sword. You chop off the claw at the top of the altar. And we're gonna have to find out what happens after a break.
Oh my gosh.
This is a big pivot point here.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
All right,
making the big choices.
Let's take a little, 7-minute break, and we'll be back to see what madness ensues.
Oh gee. Okay.
Woo! Bold moves,
go.
team. All right,
See you
see y'all
soon.
soon. We are back.
Woo!
I'm very excited to find out what's going to happen here in our second half of Shrine of the Kuo-Toa. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I appreciate the chat taking votes, Kate, on what you would do if you were in my position. Actually, this isn't totally unforeseen, but I love the boldness of chopping the claw of the altar. So, Howard, as you cut the claw down, it clatters, clang, clang, splash into the pool. And you hear just absolute uproar, fervor, and rage bubbling almost literally from all of these fish people. The whole shrine is now looking at you and screaming, "Blasphemy! The thing has taken the claw of little soul." And one more of the Kuo-Toa grabs onto the extended claw, which is still attached to the statue, and says, "Blip, doodle, blip," and disappears. Meanwhile, the others are surging, and you can now see coming out of various doorways are dozens and dozens of Kuo-Toa. They have tridents and nets. Some of them have whips. And they're looking angry and numerous. So what would you like to do, Howard?
I'm going to there it is. I was looking for this the whole time and couldn't find it. I'm going to alter self.
Okay.
And but first I'm going to take the sword and a bottle of potion and throw it at a trail. And then I'm going to alter self and dive into the water. And I'm going to make myself aquatic.
Fun.
So it's aquatic adaptation. I can breathe, and I have a swimming speed equal to my walking speed. And I'm going to try to run away so that they chase me. My idea is, come get me, motherfuckers. And then you guys, you have a speed potion and your sword, Atrell.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, so 2 or 3 of the Kuo-Toa kind of grasp out at you too late. As Howard runs, you like jump down onto level 2 and then dive into the water.
And it looks strangely athletic. Nobody's expecting the litheness.
Love it.
I was expecting a belly flop, to be honest.
And then, would you like to become a fish? Would you like to become something else bigger?
No. So I've got options here. If I just change my appearance, I won't be able to breathe underwater and stuff. But there's 3 choices: aquatic adaptation, which it's just me, but I've got like webbing and can breathe underwater, natural weapons, or change appearance. So I'm going to do the aquatic adaptation. So I'm visibly me.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. And also, I want the chat to know that Howard was on his varsity swim team. So.
Nice. So are you then, as you're swimming, you can see these concourses of Kuo-Toa coming closer and closer to the shrine. You're trying to swim for an area to avoid them, preferably, or?
Not necessarily. I will act like I'm running away, but my goal is to get captured and get all of the attention off of Atrell and the others.
Okay.
I thought we were being captured. What was?
I think
confused on the plan.
Either way will work, probably.
I'm a bat in a chest plate, so I guess I have no idea what's going on regardless.
Okay, so Atrell, now turning the attention to you. You've got 3 Kuo-Toa there. Again, like they're probably not really going to be able to stop you. I guess, actually, currently you are grappled because of that 11 you rolled on the athletics check.
Not if I Misty Step.
Okay, so that's good.
Could I?
The floor is yours.
Okay. So in relation to where we are, should we all just meet up in the... I have a sword and a speed potion that's been hauled in my direction, or do I need it?
No, you got it.
Okay.
We all just touch the claw and say, "Blop, blop, blop."
We could, and meet up with Howard later.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
I'll see you guys on the flip side. It's fine.
All right, that sounds good. They might kill you on sight.
No,
They probably will.
Let's go, you crazy mothers. How far is the Bulp de Ploop hand?
Oh, from you right now?
Yeah.
The only thing stopping you from reaching it is that you're grappled.
Great. I would like to Misty Step out of the hand. It's only a verbal spell.
Yep.
So I will Misty Step, phoom, and I think anything on my person, including a little tiny bat clinging to me and my slug friend, are with me. And I'm going to grab this thing and I'm going to look at the guy and I'm going to say, Bulp, bulp, bulp. I'm saying it wrong every time.
Carefully what you say.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me just think. Let me just think about how you said it. Okay. I wrote it down here.
Diagonally.
I say, blip dul poop. There's a little pulp.
Magic suffuses your body as well as the two shape-shifted characters that you're carrying in your jacket. And you disappear from this plane of existence.
I think this is the actually
you appear
worst choice.
Completely surrounded by water. Murky water. For a second, you're shocked by it and you have to catch yourself from breathing because you can't breathe it. And the water goes as far as you can see in every direction. There are hundreds of fish swimming around you, all kinds of strange creatures that you've never seen before, eddies of elemental, magical things. And then surging through that water, you see what looks like a roughly human-sized figure. And then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you realize it is moving like 100 miles an hour as it's moving, and you feel the force of the water pushing against you, being displaced by this massive lobster head with the eyes of a maiden and a pinched waist and a crustaceous, just like bell-shaped backside with thick, luxurious thighs.
Can bounce a platinum off that ass? Is that what you're saying?
Or a pearl, perchance?
Oh!
You are looking at the honest to Blibdul Poop form of the goddess herself. And she has massive lobster claws extending through the water toward you.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't speak. Her head is bigger than your body. And she simply looks at you and you understand with full clarity what she is communicating. And what she communicates is an overwhelming sense of your own tiny, pathetic, puerile nature. And she is looking at you expectantly, hoping that you have brought the offer of at least 60,000 gold pieces value in pearls, or double that amount in gems. And none of that is communicated verbally. It's just this flash.
You just know it.
You know the amount that is considered worth.
My shape-shifted friends know this?
Yeah.
Yes, you will. And in fact, you notice that she's aware of you and your true nature. She's in your minds. She's seen everything, in the words of Patrick Stewart.
It's too late. I've already seen everything. Yeah.
I am a drowning bat.
Okay. And do I need air? Like, am I feeling that? I just need to know.
Yeah,
that
you need
too.
air.
Okay. Fuck.
And she knows it.
Fuck. And is there? I just need to know a few other things. Looking around in this, is there any source of light coming from way up top?
No.
Okay. Oh, and
would you like to make a religion check?
Could I
or
interest
or
you?
Arcana?
Yeah,
Any
I
of
would.
The three of you could.
I would like to do that.
I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free.
Let's go ahead and hit that here.
Well, I'm drowning, so that's a 9.
I got a nat 20, but I have a -1.
Okay, Nob and Atrell, you know that you must be in the elemental plane of water.
Which means it's water. It's water. There's water.
Yeah,
water,
it is
water,
just
water.
water infinitely.
Fuck. I can get one of you out. Who loves who wants to go home more?
Hold on. Are you thinking Dimension Door?
No, I'm thinking banishment. I'm sending someone home.
Great.
All the way
Someone
home?
needs to get back and get fucking Howard here, and we need to figure out what's going on.
I mean, okay.
I think you could be the gentleman and banish your 2 friends and not yourself.
That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
But you don't have what
you can upcast banishment to affect more people.
I unfortunately it's a 4th level spell, and I only have 1 slot. So it's no dimension door. It's banishment.
Okay.
I do want the gentleman's banishment, but I'm going to. She can. Yeah, what do you got?
Would I be able to infer from what she has mentally shown us that if we gave her an offering, she would spare us?
Yes, and you know the amount that is considered acceptable to her.
And it's
How much was it
60,000
again?
in pearls, 60,000 gold in pearls, or 120,000 of gems.
I'm doing math.
How much looting did you do?
I have a gem of brightness.
I have a gem skull, a gem that's worth 100, 3 gems worth 500, a bolt of silk, a lot of undescribed jewelry, a gold pin with a pearl decor, 350 small gems, 5 pieces of ivory, 350 gold, 10 varied gems, a silver box with moonstones and sunstones, 2 eye gems, 90 platinum, and 3 moonstone rings.
Yeah, we added up. It's like 66,000, like or whatever. How much?
Plus, a lot of gold and.
Yeah, I'll tell you. You can tell that it's not going
throw
to
up.
be worth 60,000,
Okay.
but it is probably upwards of 10,000.
10,000. Okay.
I empty my
so
pockets.
not quite close enough. Okay, well then we'll just go get Howard,
Okay.
and Howard can pay.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna banish Knob because Knob has no money.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah,
He can turn into something that breathes in water.
That's true.
Drowning.
it's true. I can't turn into something that breathes in water.
Oh, that is true. Then
I
I
love
send
that.
Banka.
We are not waterproof.
okay, and if I can communicate to you, I'm like, leave all this money, empty your pockets. You're going
No.
home. Find Howard. Find Howard. I'm gonna try to buy us some time. If with the 2 minutes I can hold my breath or whatever.
Okay, so you
And I'm gonna
banish
banish her.
Venka.
Yeah.
All right. The banishment lasts for 1 minute. If you can complete 1 minute of concentration, Venka will not reappear.
Well,
Where she
in,
just left.
in this case, Venka, my target, is not native to this plane of
Yeah,
existence.
but
so
you
they
have
go
to
home
complete-
and I hold
you
it
have-
for the whole minute. Okay.
Yeah, you have to complete your concentration for a minute, and then she'll remain home.
Okay. I'm gonna hold that and try not to die in the next 60 seconds. And
The two of you-
intimate to the god.
The two of you, what are your constitution scores? I should say modifiers. Atrell and Knob, those who are left in the water.
Oh,
+2.
got a +3 Constitution.
Okay, great. So Knob, you can survive for 2 minutes without breathing.
Okay.
Atrell,
Okay.
you can hold your breath for 3.
Okay.
All right.
There's nothing currently that's going to disrupt your concentration other than not breathing. So I'll just have you make 1 concentration check, Atrell.
Great.
Come on, bro.
Just a flat
Constitution
D20.
saving throw. It's a con
Oh,
save.
Constitution save. Okay, great. That's
And so
+6.
I can last the 2 minutes as a slug without breathing.
Oh, sorry. It would be the slug's constitution, which is
Okay.
probably not high.
Probably not high.
Yeah, we'll call it 0. So it'd be 1 minute.
Okay.
minimum.
All right. Well, as we near the end of that minute, I'll use my second wild shape. Well, no, I'll turn back into Knob, and then Or I guess I would be out of air at that point, right?
Yeah, because you're not getting more air when you become knob.
Okay. Then I would turn into an octopus.
Okay, excellent. You immediately feel Blibdul Poolp's favor toward you has grown.
Oh.
She gives you like the divine telepathic equivalent of an eyebrow raise.
Like,
Ooh.
Coquettishly, like, hold a couple of tentacles. Like, is that, lower the price at all?
Okay, Atrell, you complete your concentration. Venka, you appear at the top of the shrine, and you just see Howard leap off and splash into the water, and Kuo-Toas are now just charging toward you.
Toward me, what?
And you remain at the top of the... Well, I guess they're charging toward where Atrell was.
Yeah.
And where Howard is.
I am there, which means I must be related.
You're right, though. Well, no, they don't necessarily think of you as the blasphemer, so they're probably going to not focus on you for the moment.
If they're not focusing on me, would I be able to use my hat of disguise to turn into one of them?
Absolutely.
Just
Yep. Perfect. Okay, fish person you now are.
I am now fish person. Do not hurt.
oh my gosh.
Don't speak a lick of the language.
Oh my goodness. So
it's that stupid wizard. He's just swimming laps.
we'll come back to Howard in just a second. In the meantime, Atrell and Octopus Knob, which sounded weird.
Octonob.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'm trying to... Venka, did I successfully get your money before you left?
Oh.
Yeah.
Venka, where are you carrying all that wealth? Is it like in various containers or?
Yeah, it's just kind of all over on me. And then like probably one big pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't transform out of the bat form, right? Or did you?
I did not when he banished me. I was still.
Yeah, so all the wealth is gone.
Okay.
Oh.
Then I'm trying to intimate to her, we are going to get you everything we can. I've sent.
Promise me, swear it. You understand?
I cannot promise that we have the amount you asked for.
Do you have a time estimate for, how long?
Time is of no meaning. When will you promise me that you will bring the offering along with no less than... This is very complicated. So she communicates this very complex idea to you in just a thought, right? But it's going to sound weird. You must not only bring the offering amount that she demands, which is 60,000 gold pieces worth of pearls or 120,000 in gems, as well as a number of drow as offerings who have combined levels equal to 1/100th of the gold piece value that you can't of the gold piece value. Thank you, Gary Gygax.
Gygax.
All right. So got it. The gold piece value for sacrifice. So 1/100th is the
120,000 or 60,000.
Yeah, we'll call it of 60,000. So an offering then of 6,000, or sorry, 600 drow to be sacrificed at the altar of Blibdul.
Hang on a second. She already gave us a price. She can't tack on.
This is if you deliver it later.
Right.
So the initial demand was give it to me now.
Repayment plan.
Oh, it's interest.
This has to be 60,000 in pearls. It can't be like gold pieces. So
Yeah. Gold pieces won't suffice.
Like a payday loan.
Would she know if we took stuff off the altar and just gave her that?
That's not
I guess she
enough.
probably would. I'm gonna assume she.
How much is a pearl worth again? Does anyone know?
Roughly 100 gold pieces.
So we're talking about
How much gold?
60,
6,000.
600.
Pearls.
But there is such a thing as, more precious pearls that might be worth more, so it's fewer in number.
So I need to find the treasure room.
Yeah,
I'm
Bank
gonna
is
carry
thinking
that
about
much
that.
gold. I should have looked.
I
at my
feel like we need to accept this offer.
To bring 600 drow back? And how? By our own hands and strength? Against their own wills?
Oh, another.
Well, 600 levels of drow, so if we just get a really beefy boy and, bring him.
It's at this point
600
that you
levels
notice,
of drow.
clinging to her lobster whiskers, which are like thicker than rope, are two Kuo-Toa, the two who grasped onto the claw before now. And they have glowing halos of radiant light around their fish heads. And they're looking at you like with this kind of self-righteous air of, oh, you can't make the promise, can you?
I've already made promises. I'll tell her.
Blubtoolpoop says, up in your mind, of course, a promise to more than one god is no sin. Promise me the offering if you wish to breathe again. And you are now running out of breath. You know you have just moments.
If I promise, will you let both of us go?
That will suffice.
Oh no!
I can't.
I promise you.
Okay, and in a flash, you are back at the top of the altar. No longer, you're sopping wet, but no longer in the plane of elemental water. And you each have a halo of radiant light around your head.
You get that!
And
I didn't want it.
you instinctively know that you are under a Gesh spell,
We love a Gesh spell.
which
Ooh-wee.
is if you harm or cause to be harmed or aid in the harming of any worshippers of Blibdul-Poop, you will begin to take psychic damage.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry.
Okay.
We've come full Gesh circle here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What goes around comes around. Okay, great. So let's go get some gold in the. Let's go. Did she say anything else while you were in there?
We need a lot of drow.
A drow?
We're not doing that.
Wait,
From
we're not
across
doing
the
what?
room, I say, I like your hat.
Okay, the Kuo-Toa have now reached the bottom tier of the
Oh, they're
footstep
going for
pyramid
Howard.
and are rushing toward you, Atrell, because you're back.
Ah.
The rest are going for Howard.
Okay, great. And
so
so
we now
I'm
have Venka, Atrell, and Nob as an octopus. At the top
Not
of
even an
the,
octopus.
I forgot that.
and Howard
I'll-
swimming away.
I'll pick up the octopus and lob it.
Yeah.
I lob Knob.
Lob Nob. Wait, where are you throwing Nob?
In the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the pool to get going. Okay. I really am at a loss here.
Do you want to get arrested or do you want to run?
I would like to continue living and process what the fuck just happened. But it doesn't look like they're going to let us. All right, let's.
Not just a point of clarification, Nob. Do you want to be
Yeah.
a giant octopus or a regular?
Oh. I mean,
Giant is good.
Supersize me?
Giant. Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Oh,
It's like a Pokeball situation. You
like
get
giant,
thrown
like
and then
giant
just gets bigger.
squids.
Yeah, you're 10 feet wide,
Okay.
roughly
Sure.
10 feet tall.
Yeah.
All right,
I will
we
absolutely
gotta go.
Yeah.
I can't hurt them. I can't hurt them. We need to go.
So we can't hurt them or aid in hurting them, right?
I'm gonna just try shouting to them.
Atra.
Yes,
we have
Venka. I do have a halo.
I could give you my hat and then you could make yourself look different so they stop chasing after you.
That could be nice.
Do you want to be a fish person?
Gross. Yes.
Okay, take the hat. Take the fucking hat.
I'm gonna put on a little hat and I'll try to be a fish person, I guess. Is it instinctive? Is it easy to do?
Yeah, kind of like you just kind of look at somebody and think, yeah, that, and then poof.
Poof. Okay, I'm a fish person. Do I sound like a fish person?
Sure.
Oh, I gotta go like Graham.
Stop. He's just saying all of the curse words. Just like
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
meanwhile, Howard, what's your trajectory? You got into the water, you're swimming, you can see people rushing around.
I guess I'm just gonna try to get captured.
Okay. That is the easiest thing anyone's tried to do this session.
I know. That's
So
what I've been
you-
saying.
I decided
Come up
to,
out of the water.
Dial back and simplify a little bit.
Go back to plan A.
So Howard, you toss your hair back as you get out of the water, and fishy hands seize you and they drag you. Here's your piece of information. Southward, back to a passage just off the entrance. Where currently Burley, the dwarf, as well as her dog,
Hammer,
Drill,
nails, drill.
and eight Sverfnebly are waiting in the dark. They watch you kind of furtively and afraid get pulled eastward to a narrow passage and a stairwell, and you are taken down into the dark. They'll take your possessions and kind of put them away, and then you're led into a series of cells that include 9 orcs, a half orc, 8 troglodytes, about 20 humans of various genders and ages, and Kai Gezma, the paladin who was with you in the Underdark a few sessions back. That's Jason's character.
How many levels worth of drow are in there, you think?
So there are 2 Sverfnebly, as well as a few dwarves, and a couple other figures. You're not getting a full view of everything, but quite a few prisoners being held. So Howard, you're taken, and they lock you. It's a bar door, so like iron bars with about 5-inch gaps.
Okay.
And you see them take your stuff away around a corner.
Well,
including
my stuff, then I am getting it back because I am going crazy that the lanthorn was taken from me.
Oh, right. That's
Wait.
so
All of his items are now unattended.
So for those who don't know, Howard is the keeper of Dowd's wondrous lanthorn, which exerts control over him to the extent that he's very, very zealous about keeping it, and if someone else takes it, it like causes him to react very, very negatively.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I
that's a good
immediately
point.
cast fireball on all of them.
And once again, plan A has been abandoned.
They make some deck saves.
How many of them are there?
Grabbing you are 8, and then there's another trail of we'll say 8 more behind you.
Okay. No. Sorry. Can I recant? It's okay if I can't.
It depends on how much. Yeah, I don't mind if you're like, hold on, I'll pause on the fireball. That's
Yeah, pause on the fireball.
okay.
I want to instead, I guess instead, how far are they from me? I'm gonna lightning lure the one that has my lanthorn.
Okay, great.
Because that way Brad brings them closer to me. A fireball won't bring my lantern back.
Okay, the dex save against the lightning lure, or is it a strength save?
Strength.
Okay, it's a 21.
Shit. It saves.
Yeah, so you try to lightning lure, and the Kuo-Toa wrests your spell away from itself. And then if that's all you're going to do, you've like satisfied the role play requirement, they'll drag you back behind bars and close it. I don't know. How far are you interested in going?
So I've satisfied the role play requirement. Oh, of the lantern. Okay, then yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So a little bit of resistance, and then maybe at that point you're just, of course, feeling
seething and
like,
spitting and everything, and
yeah,
making another plan.
One of the orcs is like, cool it over there. And yeah, okay. So Howard is behind bars. The rest of you at the top. What you doing?
I want to go try and maybe help Howard, but I am also batless and now also disguiseless. So I will be going barely on my own stealth alone, which isn't bad.
Sure.
But I would like to try and escape all the nonsense you two are attracting.
We took like 4 hard left turns.
We did just to get back to plan A. But yeah, I would like to go try and get Howard and the others out and maybe see if I can find more money along the way.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay. How do I do disadvantage? Where's that button?
Just roll twice, keep the higher.
Okay.
Or the lower. Looks like
the first
Knob...
is a 29 and the second is a 31. So
Whoa. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So it looks like Knob is swimming kind of to the bottom.
I was trying to. I assume if I got chucked into the water that I could have seen Howard getting taken, and so know the general direction.
Yeah, that works for me. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I'm a fish guy.
So
with a halo.
The halo.
And I'll persuade them that I have been charged with a mission, which is not a lie.
Mm-hmm.
From well, let me just get the right name
Graham
here.
counts it.
Yeah, Graham will punish me if I don't say Blipdulpulp's name properly.
It's what my character would do.
Right. Yes. So, and so I stop them basically because they're encroaching. They're looking for me. They've probably seen me turn into this fish person. And I will tell them that exactly that. I have been charged with a mission from Blipdulpulp, and the offense.
Don't speak Kuo-Toa, right?
I really don't. So I will speak it in English. I mean, I want them. They know it's me, I guess, but I'm trying to convince them. The offense that I have brought to you was truly unintended, and that's all I'll say, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Good.
Excellent. Love this.
Oh, there's one. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, good. Yes. So,
no.
Good.
Oh.
Okay, second roll's an 8.
It's a natural 1, to be clear.
Yeah.
No, do not lose my hat.
let it be, Graham. Let it be. Let it be what it must.
They get up to you. They apprehend you. They pull off the hat.
Ugh.
They'll try to take your sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them take it at this point. halo and everything.
Okay.
Are they going to carry me off too?
Yeah, they'll carry you down to the prison.
Plan
Venka has slipped into hiding, and Venka, you're able to kind
Get
of
my sword! I shout.
No.
As you're stealthed, you're able to assess the wealth that is being kept at the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
And you believe, let's see. This
so great.
This third altar at the top contains 16 pearls that are each valued around 500 gold pieces, you would estimate.
16 times 500.
Good start. It's a good start.
Let's see. There are also gems worth 100 gold pieces each, and there are 24 of them. Are you just like emptying that into your backpack?
Yeah, I'm just like.
Okay. Your backpack is now like bursting at the seams. Like as full as my 5-year-old's backpack is filled with stuffies when she goes to school, yours is filled with gems.
Damn it. Can I tuck the bag away somewhere and maybe try and source another method of carrying? Because like if this bag is full, I can't carry anymore, which is a problem I would like to have in life. This is for someone else, which makes it very upsetting.
Yeah. Do you have another container in your inventory? I'm guessing some pouches or something, but not.
We needed some bags of holding up in here.
We can feed it to drill.
Put it in the giant octopus. It's like a big bag.
You just had to give away the giant horn, didn't you?
Stick in the horn.
Who knew that would have actually been useful? Let's see. Oh, wait. I have a silver box inlaid with moonstones and sunstones. It looks like just the backpack.
Okay. So I will say with the 16 pearls and the 24 gems, you have filled your backpack. You've got it all. But from here on, you're going to have to find other ways to carry things.
Okay, I can do that.
The other altars you think are not worth stealing because anything on them is either coins or
petty
just
cash.
not valuable enough that it's going to matter.
Yeah.
Can I look? Is there anything like at the bottom of the water? Any treasure?
Oh, yeah. Make a perception check.
If you find a boulder-sized pearl worth 16,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Actually, wait. But as the giant octopus, my perception
is more than knob, right?
4. Perception's +4 for the.
Okay, looks like it's the same.
So it's the same, yeah. So.
All right, with a 10, you find 5 more pearls, about 500 gold pieces each.
Okay. That's like 15. No, that's like 12,000 we've got now.
Is it?
About.
12,000.
Hang on.
It was 16 by 500, which I think was 8,000.
8,000 plus 100 gold and gems.
Times
plus
24.
Yeah. Plus 500.
We are counting this up, but we are forgetting that she asks now for 600 levels. Yeah.
Are they chasing me? Like they
So-
arrested a trail. Are they after me?
Not aggressively. However, you do notice that some of them are kind of approaching you with wonder, and they say, in a language you can't understand. They're looking at you reverently, and some of them are reaching their fishy hands out to stroke.
I'm gonna hold up 2 tentacles in the The way the
Beautiful.
clothes are.
Okay, they all like, oh, they're awed by you. And they're going to rush in, a group of about 30 Kuo-Toa, lift you up if you'll let them.
Yep.
And they're
Sure,
going to draw
yeah.
you northward toward the throne room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Become their king. Set us free.
Okay.
Let's see what happens, man.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm
Trell
just
is-
watching this nonsense happen. Like, what the fuck?
Atrell and Howard are in prison.
Hi, Howard.
Nob the octopus with the halo of their god is being taken to the Kuo-Toan throne room. And then, of course, Venka, you've managed to stay hidden, and the room is almost cleared out, the main shrine room.
What
Cool.
an exciting day for them.
I know, right?
When you get to prison, I'm almost unrecognizable, and I'm just like
Oh.
crazy in the corner, just
I
like
knew it.
yeah, my tie's undone.
How you doing, Howie?
You're not here.
You're right. I'm not here. Bye bye.
Oh, you're not here. He says.
Where's his stuff?
Ah.
Where's his stuff?
You are you all right?
Anything.
Okay.
And he looks at you from the floor, like hoping that you'll do something about it.
Looks around. I don't have anything. Although, can I misty step outside of the bars?
Sure.
Great.
Oh fuck! I
There are a
could've done
couple
that.
Kuo-Toa watching.
Oh, there are. Yeah, that's what I need to know. Who's around? Yeah.
Yeah, there are two.
There's not any point in me getting across these bars yet until these others are dealt with. Oh, I could hold person both of them, maybe. And then we
That doesn't
can
harm them.
leave. Yeah. Can you, Howard? Could you follow me out?
Oh wait, do you want me to hold? Howard says, "Oh wait, do you want me to hold person those guys?"
Yes, I do.
can go out and you can get my stuff.
We need our stuff. First of all, before we do anything, Howard, here, this is we've been doing very well with our plans. What's our plan when we get out of here? Get the lanthorn, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Ideally, my sword is where the lanthorn is, I would hope.
probably.
The issue is the people in here, all the others, we're trying to get them out, right?
hmm
I just need you to know I want to kill so many things, but I cannot now. So if we get into any kind of scrap, I will not be able to fight them.
So I'll kill them.
Oh my gosh. Yes, but
Okay.
I think we should avoid that.
Okay.
We
Okay.
get our things,
Be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah.
get them
People
out,
out.
find our friends, and get them out, and then never come back here ever again.
Never come back here ever again. Deal.
I would like that.
Howard wants to like give him like a handshake and it's not happening.
Oh, good.
Howard, you still have your comprehend languages going?
I have it for an hour, so yeah.
Yeah.
During all of that time, Atrell's speech slowly begins to transform. And by the end of his last statement, he is speaking Kuo-Toan.
What?
Hey,
Why are you looking like that?
You're speaking Kuo-Toan. Does he look normal?
Yeah,
I try to speak common.
you can speak common, yeah.
Okay.
But you can also speak Kuo-Toan.
Aha. Okay, never mind. New plan. If it doesn't work, we'll cast hold person on them both, and then we can get out of here. It's hold person concentration, though. That's what I gotta
It
think
is.
about.
Up to 1 minute.
Oh, well, that's all right. Then I'll get out and get the key and then let you out. We'll have to do this quickly. First, let me try to speak to them, and then I will try to speak to them.
Okay. Yeah, the turnaround. What do you want?
This is
blasphemer.
I assure you, I did not intend to blaspheme upon the shrine there, and things have been going very strange. And would you believe me if I told you that I've been face to face with? Hold for applause. Blibdulpulp.
Well, you do have her halo of blessing.
She has tasked me with something.
Only 3 others have received this halo before.
Yeah, he's blessed, and I'm bad. So he's helping me with her grace.
Oh, like a I can fix you sort of situation.
Yeah, I can be fixed. I'm really bad right now, but
it's been a lot of that, and I am trying to convince him to not hurt anyone, and I think
I suck.
We don't understand why you would abide the company if you are truly blessed, why you would stay with this thing, this wretch.
Does not Blipdulpulp care for all creatures who worship her?
Yes. If they can do this with their digits, then yes.
Elbows Howard.
They narrow their eyes. Are you trying to convince them that Howard?
I'm just trying to convince
them. Better. I feel so much better now.
I'm just trying to convince them.
The one that's talking will waddle forward, right up to the bars, like smelly fish face right in your grill.
Right.
And says, "Why did you defile the shrine?"
I was ignorant before. I was ignorant. I was born above ground and I didn't know of her mercy.
Okay, make a persuasion check. Or I guess rather a deception check.
I'm persuading. I've said nothing that is not a lie.
All right, so Howard make a deception, Atrell make a persuasion, and we'll go with the highest.
I'm just trying to convince them of our... Okay, never mind. I'm really not...
Atrell's not... I'm going to use my inspiration point.
Okay, great.
You took my sword away. I can't do anything.
Or is that? I don't remember what your roll is.
You can just roll twice and keep the higher.
It's identical.
Oh no, 2 identical rolls?
Of 7.
Oh. Okay, do you have a bonus?
And 9.
Oh, it's 7 is the result.
Yeah, 9 is the higher roll for me. Persuasion.
Okay. The fish is eyeing you.
Okay.
And then he says, "You'll stay here till you rot." And
right. Howard, please.
But actually, the Kuo-Toa is so incensed by your lies and blasphemy that he leaves for a little smoke break or something. And leaving just 1 guard.
Okay.
Oh. Great. Should I or you? Which one?
I'm cool either way. I love things. Do you want me to hold him or do you want me to hurt him? I'm not hurting him.
No, hold him. Hold him.
Okay.
I cannot be party to any hurt. I want to, but there's something tearing at me from within, almost being crushed by some kind of a clampy digit.
You know what? I get it. Okay, so I cast Hold Person on the guy. He's probably gonna, just with the way the luck has been going and the choices, it's probably gonna go.
He's gonna resist and be mad that we tried.
Okay, what did you roll?
Well, it's an 18.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It's a saving throw.
Oh yeah, it's good you did this. Yeah.
Okay, you said 16.
It has to be 18.
18. Okay, the roll is 16. So the remaining Kuo-Toa guard is paralyzed in place.
Misty step out of the bars.
Okay. You get out.
And I want to get the keys. Does he have any access?
You got him. Yep.
Great. We have 50 seconds left. I want to open this gate, and I'm going to shout to everybody, "We are leaving. Now."
you see there are 8 troglodytes that kind of worm their way up from the back, stinking, reeking. They look kind of like crocodiles, but upright on their legs. And they've been through the ringer. They look like in terrible condition. And they start like snorting and making some weird noises. And then the smells start coming off of them. They're ready to go with you. The 2 Svirfnebli kind of shyly creep up behind. They're looking very warily at the troglodytes, but they definitely want to get out of there, as do the humans, the orcs, and pretty much everybody's like, great, this is our chance, let's get out of here.
Cool.
Fantastic.
I get all my stuff too, and I'm like kissing my lanthorn.
Great. Yeah, is there stuff? Can we gather up the things?
Yep. You can gather the things, and
let me gather that, and also tell one thing to the Smurf Niblin is that if you are quick or quiet, if you can go ahead, your countrymen are out there and could assist us in our escape.
Okay.
So if they're able to do that, or if they feel like they want to do that, they can. Otherwise, we'll gather our things and run.
Yeah. You see them, they start to cast little magic with their gnome fingers, and they turn super blurry, and then they run away.
They blurred! They blurred!
They look like just kind of like a blurry mass moving.
I wondered if it was like a sensor, basically like a sensor.
Yeah, like a sensor bar over them. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is now an episode of Jackass.
Yeah, exactly.
The music happens. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's so funny. All right, well, that's where we're going. We're gonna haul.
We nailed
Knob,
it.
Yes.
you are being venerated, stroked, appraised, and sung to. You're like in the lavish center of almost being worshipped, certainly adulated by these Kuo-Toans. There is one particular who has a big, elaborate lobster headdress. It's like a lobster tail of some giant. Maybe it's actually more like a giant crawfish tail, kind of propped up along his fish head, and he has a big rod. Let's see. You probably notice a couple other things about him, such as his magic items that he's displaying.
Magic items such as
The chat is lolling about the big rod, and when I say the chat, I mean mostly me.
Thank goodness. I also love that they brought this octopus, this venerated octopus, out of the water and let it flop on the lake. How long can you hold form, by the way?
I can hold form for 6 hours. As an octopus, I can hold my breath out of water for 1 hour.
Good.
They'll come over and they'll start like pouring basins of water onto you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Little tentacles.
So
can I speak Kuo-Toa?
Yes. However, not with your octopus body.
Yeah.
But you understand that as they're speaking, everything they're saying communicates to you. The I'm trying to think of the title of this ruler. The ruler's name is Vagulg, and Vagulg is currently considering what your presence as a blessed giant octopus who has seen and received the approval of Blibdulpulp, what that means for this shrine and for the people. And they all start going, speech, speech, speech. And Vagulg says, for time uncounted, numbering 30 years, we have held this shrine in place. We erected the form of Blibdulpulp, and now given her life within the plane of elemental water. We are the creators and the worshippers of this deity, and as she looks down upon us, her creators, we receive blessings. this octopus shall be but the first of many portents and enriching blessings. And, they all kind of cheer. And they'll just sort of continue this behavior of adulating you. You see that also the throne is made of iron chains, very large iron chains that have been sort of fused into position around a wheel. So they're like chains, but the links don't articulate. It looks like a wheel with spokes. And then on either side of the throne are two smaller statues of Blibdulpoop and two giant octopus figures are worked in soapstone supporting the seat of the throne. So you are like right in the center of your element here. So you notice that Vagulk does not hold any magic items like I hinted. Unfortunately, he is wearing nothing but leather straps that sort of form like a little harness with a buckle in the middle. And then he has a
strap daddy
weapon. Yeah, a weapon.
About that rod.
He's got nothing but an erection rod and a bunch of leather straps.
Yeah. So his only weapon is that rod that he's holding. It is non-magical, but it looks very valuable.
Okay, can I begin to curl my tentacles slowly around his rod? And
I'm sorry, I've got to back out.
Yes, and thank you for that. Okay, he starts like getting exultant.
Can I take it out of his hand?
Good.
Yeah, everyone good? We're good.
Yeah, green. Very green. Yes, please.
All right, he'll let you take the rod, sort of confused, actually.
Is the ground sort of, it wouldn't be dirt, but is there any way I can use it to start to draw anything?
Ooh. Sure, yeah. There's like mucus and sludge being tracked in, so.
Yeah, can I in the mucus and sludge draw like a crude person figure and then draw bars around them?
Oh, okay. That's complicated, but I think, you could get that across. You're smart.
And then hold up a tentacle and wave it like. No.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. That's the strangest description of a persuasion check I've ever heard. I'll let you do a straight roll since they love you so much.
Okay. I don't think I have good oh boy. As an octopus it's -3 charisma. But...
Okay, but it is a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
So 17. The king kind of gets down and says, "You understand my speech?"
Curl the tentacles into
thumbs up.
Yeah.
You wish to release the prisoners? Why would we give up the sacrifices to our goddess?
Tentacle shrug.
Yeah. Going to start drawing a drow. So a humanoid figurine, and then do some pointy.
Give it a frowny face, then they'll know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says, "Oh no! Why do you invoke the drow?" Everyone's now enraptured. This is like
jam the rod. Jam the rod into the picture of the drow.
Are you? This drew is exciting war.
This is like the writing on the wall in the Old Testament. Like they are enraptured by this. This is a miracle. This octopus is communicating complex thoughts, wants them to release the prisoners and kill drow. one of those things they're not used to, but the second one is great. And the leader stands up, and because of your excellent persuasion check, Vagug says, "Release the prisoners! Blibdul Poop Servant has spoken."
What? Way ahead of you, bud.
Well,
It's exactly the thing I was trying to do. The servant of Blibdul Poop was just saying, "Let us go."
All right, so now this whole concourse of Kuo-Toa is going to start tramping their way down toward the prisons. It's going to take them a bit to assemble and get down there. And they'll actually leave you in the sort of palatial chambers.
Like,
you notice there's
alone?
a room, like a dining chamber to your right, to the left. Some other sort of like elongated room with many pillars, unclear exactly unless you want to go in there. I'd
probably, if I'm alone, like, have they left me completely untended?
Yes.
All right, let's over to the dining room.
All right. Let's see.
Which I assume is over here.
Yep.
Oh man,
Okay.
roll 20 is chunking.
Yeah. Big maps, many tokens are always rough. Okay, so here is the cool thing. When you enter this room, what is your passive perception as the giant octopus?
As the giant octopus, passive perception is 14. It's as good as Nobs.
Okay.
You should be a giant octopus all the time.
I know. This is
Really
the best
good.
you're
shape
getting
ever.
so far in life as an octopus man.
So this is an audience chamber with the table and chairs. You see the walls are painted with murals of undersea scenes that very much remind you of the plane of elemental water. Inlaid bits of colored stone. And it's much like the throne room. It's sort of opulent, but nothing immediately useful. There are some markings, however, toward the back of the room. If you go up those stairs onto what is essentially a mezzanine or balcony behind the table, you can see there's been some traffic up to a certain point in the wall. When you reach that point, your octopus body kind of flops against it, and you push open a secret door.
Ooh. Can I see inside it?
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly dark, and it looks like stairs that go down, down, down.
Ooh.
Well, I want to be there when they release all the prisoners and my friends. So,
When they release them, yes. Mm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm still in the altar room. If you want to point me in the right direction, I can do a sneak and investigate.
yeah.
Yeah, Venko, what would you like to do? You've gathered up the stuff now. You would have seen them all carry him northward, so you can meet up with him if you like.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I'd like to meet up with Nob and just be like, "Wow, you became popular really fast." So, what are we doing in here? Are we looking for money? It's too fast. What? Oh, stairs!
Yeah, you can see the stairs going down.
Okay.
Venka, with your better vision, it looks like those stairs lead into a series of tunnels that are underneath the whole complex.
Ooh.
You could head westward. You could head to a closer room to your east, or you can head south to a rather extensive pool where the tunnels are now filled with water.
I feel like going near water could be a bad thing. I feel like things tend to be in water in deep dark caves. I'll check out the nearest room first.
Okay.
Sneakily.
Yes, go make a stealth check if you would. And Nob, what would you like to do while she's sneaking up? Same? Or?
34.
Following,
Not 20.
following enough of a distance back that I'm not going to step on that stealth roll.
Okay. Great.
I have like almost nothing else. Stealth is all I have. I dumped into that stat.
Venka, you creep forward and you find there are two very strong looking Kuo-Toa standing in front of a hidden room. And inside that room, you can see piles of treasure.
Nob! No. She's gonna go back to Nob. And she's just like, Nob, there's a room full of cash. Like so much money that we can give to the goddess. But there's like these two like burly fishmen there, and so I need you to like go tell them to get lost. Or to just give us the money. It's going to their god anyway. I mean, I think morally we're not in the wrong.
Yeah. Nob's gonna slide down the stairs towards the guards.
Okay. The guards are like,
do I still have what's his name? Vagog's rod.
Yes.
Gonna just kind of hold it up and gesture to it. And point out and up the stairs.
Okay, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Still got a -3, right?
Yep. Sure too.
Ooh, no whammies.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So they're missing just enough context to not realize exactly who you are and why you have this rod. And so they rush forward past Venka, who's hiding in the shadows, and they try to grab it from you. And they're saying, that belongs to Vagog. And they'll just start kind of be distracted enough by wrestling with you over it that Venka can slip in.
Okay. Oh wait, I can't hurt them, can I? I mean, I could.
You can. I can't help you hurt them, right?
But if he's in the same presence, that doesn't like.
Yeah. I would say that the connection would probably have to be a little more direct than just being next to each other while one is hurting them.
Okay, then I'm going to. That's all you had to say. All right. Let's see. I'm going to, while they're wrestling with him, I'm going to sneak up behind them, and I'm going to blow my burnt other fumes.
Ooh.
Into that.
Awesome.
Their gills.
Oh,
the number's getting so small.
Okay, so they need to make a Constitution save.
Making a boop, and I don't know where it's booping to. Hello, boop. Is anybody else seeing the boop?
yeah, it's in the roll 20, but it didn't roll it. It's an inhaled thing. They have to make a 13 Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the bad news is they both succeed against the Other fumes.
Damn it. Okay.
Nob, would you also make a Constitution save?
Oh wait, I was
okay.
Sorry, Nob. I didn't think that was going to directly. I should have read the instructions. Sorry. 5 foot radius.
extra.
Okay, you're good too.
+1.
Okay, good. Then I'm just going to stab them.
Okay. All right, so you start fighting them. I think you can definitely take them. We're gonna cut away from you all while you're in combat with these Kuo-Toa. We're gonna go down to Atrell and Howard and your train of prisoners that you've released.
Yes.
You come around that corner and you now see the biggest grouping yet of Kuo-Toa having gathered and are tromping down toward you and the prison.
How big is this grouping?
And how do they react when they see us?
Well, you have a chance to try and get out of sight, but there are, we'll say there are 100 and change.
Okay. So then I'm going to say, hide. And I'm going to blink out of sight and encourage everyone to hide, I guess.
Yeah, we'll try to hide everybody as much as
and
we
then
can.
Are we in a like hallway? Oh, I see us. I'm actually going to, so we're all, oh my God, I'm so confused by the Roll20 right now. Sorry.
It's all good. I'll bring us down.
All those people are not the Kuo-Toans, correct?
No, those are the prisoners.
Are people.
Each of those tokens represents 2 prisoners.
And where are the Kuo-Toans on the map?
I haven't put them on because there's so many tokens it would slow everything down.
What direction are they in, though?
They're coming from the shrine area. They're coming kind of around the shrine toward you from the north.
I'm going to distract them. And I'm going to cast something scary over there to get their attention so that we can all run by.
Awesome. Okay. What is it?
It's scary.
Josh.
Just a second.
It's super scary.
It's a really scary thing that I cast. It's, I guess it's going to be a 3rd level fireball over there.
Okay, great. Boom! A huge explosion of fire fills the area north of the shrine. You're not hitting the Kuo-Toa themselves? You're trying to get them away by hitting something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you know what?
Don't hurt
the altar.
It's gonna be on the altar.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So they are very distracted by that. They go up in arms. They're getting yo-yoed everywhere today. They're distracted enough that Gurley
wave them through. Go.
And Drill, as well as the 8 Sverfnebli, are going to escort everyone around that corner, and luckily it's very close. They get them out of sight and gone and safe. You two can go with them, or you can hang back. What would you like to do?
I think
if you want to go with them, you can, but I was going to go get the others out of there.
Well, of course, we're not going to leave them here. So
sure.
I want to run across to maybe like this doorway, perhaps. I don't know where it goes, but
you can see some stairs heading upward into what looks like a raised area of stone builds.
To just hide out over here.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
for now,
these literally just look like apartment buildings where they.
Okay, all right. And do I hear anybody up there just before they happen upon me?
When you say, like when you enter the hall, no, it's not deserted, but it's sparse enough that nothing's gonna threaten you.
Okay, great.
You might see 1 or 2 kind of cowering inside their doors, but they're non-combatants.
Right.
Okay, let's cut. Or let's see what Howard's doing, and then we'll cut over.
I'll just say, I mean, if you're okay with this, Atrell, I'm just going to say, I'm going to just go try to tell him we're done and get him out of here.
Great. You'd probably be better with that when you're invisible. I'll just.
I've been that.
I'll just wait here for your return, or maybe.
So I run over there like Woody, like. I know it's a ways away, so however long it takes to be back.
When you say over there, you mean to the shrine?
No, I'm gonna try to find the others.
Okay, awesome. And you're not trying to be stealthy.
I am. I'm invisible.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. When I heard you say like Woody, I thought you meant like making a big show.
Oh, no.
I see.
Just that I'm like Woody physically.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, invisibly you go upward. This is turning into a very successful turn in your experience here. You make it up to the area. You can look around in the empty throne room. You find your friends fighting in the vault, and they are just taking out those Kuo-Toa who, I just don't want to spend the time with combat rounds when you two can easily take them out.
I am carefully not taking them out. I am.
Of course.
Yeah, he's
I'm
just
just holding the scepter.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Give it to me, but give it.
It's enough to provide sneak attack damage, which is all Ben can need. Okay, so Howard, you see her take down 2 Kuo-Toan guards. And inside that vault, you find a pair of magical boots, a magical ring.
I want it.
There is a magical trident.
Bring it to me.
Wait.
A pouch of pearls.
How many?
There are 20 pearls.
And they're worth 5,000 gold pieces each.
Well, we can't do anything with our brows anyway, so we're just going to keep
How many pearls? Sorry, I'm 20.
20 pearls.
Okay, magic boots, magic ring. What else? You were talking too fast. I didn't have my pen.
Trident.
Oh, a trident.
Magic trident.
Okay.
In a lower area, you find a series of other rooms filled with more pearls. But these pearls are embroidered into ceremonial robes and all kinds of like tapestries and other things dressing the room. So a total of, oh boy, let's make me do math. I'm going to give you the gold piece value of the pearls, and we'll just say that it is 300 pearls. But their total value is easier for me to math on the spot. 5,350 gold pieces worth of pearls.
Nice.
Benka's like drooling.
There was also the personal arms, shield, spear, and pincer staff of Vagulg.
I'm sorry, pincer staff?
Mm-hmm. It's like a eel fishing implement where it has pieces of wood that would sort of trap you, and then a spear going between them, so it would kind of
right.
Oh, neat.
There is also inside a compartment within one of the chests nearby, you find a ewer of no particular value, but in which are hidden 3 pairs of rose quartz lenses.
I use those. I take them.
Hey.
And 2 brooch-like pins that actually are drow craftsmanship. And those pins connote different castes or like houses or guilds of drow society. You've run into a couple of these before. And then a pair of silver daggers inscribed Everhate, as well as an adamantine miniature of a mace, maybe it's like a pendant that would be around the neck, with the name Despana written in Drowic runes.
What?
I want all of it.
These must be the possessions of sacrifices who've been brought here.
Oh, that's too bad. They're not using them.
Okay, so I help scoop all of this up.
Boots and rings and stuff.
Okay, guys, we did the thing. We need to get out of here.
Yay! Okay, let's go.
I'm just going to give you one more chunk of treasure you find in some personal quarters nearby. And that is, you can't help yourself. You see an area where there's some sacks of treasure, and they include 100 platinum pieces, 100 gold pieces, and 12 gems.
Worth 5 million gold pieces each.
No, do you think you could carry all this treasure with your many limbs? Give it a shot.
Squid or octopus shrugging is my favorite.
Yeah, shrugs an octopus.
Okay, so the tunnels, you can go back up, or you can continue to other areas of the tunnels. They extend throughout the underneath of the whole complex.
There might be more treasure. Should we?
There might be, but also we're sort of in deep shit.
Are we?
I mean,
I think we're doing great.
somebody like defaced the goddess statue.
What?
Somebody did that. So, and then they caught it on fire.
What?
Stuff happened, and I'm invisible, but like you guys, not invisible. So
I hate you. Great. Okay. Fantastic. So then I guess, do we take all this up to the altar or what? Like,
You'll have to use Howard's pack, that's for sure.
yeah, give me your backpack. Empty out all that useless stuff. Just like shaking it. I need it empty.
that's fine. I don't mind within reason. I think that there's the only things that I need to have is my lanthorn and boots and stuff that's already on me. So
Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna need you to identify those boots in the ring and the trident later, so we can.
I will do that later.
She's not
Let's
getting
go.
these. Okay. I just.
You need to be an octopus right now, dude.
Yes, he's
So you-
carrying things. And also, they like love him as an octopus. Like they do whatever he says. It's so weird, but very convenient. So I think he should stay like that.
Would you like to head back up through the throne room, or do you want to try and find another passage up?
I think the throne room's the quickest. What do you guys think?
It's the quickest, but you guys are visible. I'm not. It's up to you.
I mean, yeah, let's just go to the let's just be direct about this, I guess, since, we're being direct about everything, Howard.
I could also banish you.
Later.
Come back here.
Second time today.
Yeah, I've already been
Yeah.
banished once and I almost threw up. Let's not.
Okay, yeah. And you'd come back here anyway, so it doesn't really help. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so to the altar and let's give the fish bitch the stuff.
We can't give her the stuff.
Hold
we don't
on.
want the
Why?
drows. She needed drows. Just move on.
We have to give.
I burned up the altar, and we can't go back anyway. She's not even real. Let's get out.
Do you not see the glowing druid next to you?
Oh, shit, it's more like.
He kind of made a promise that we kind of have to keep. So,
But we don't have 100 drow. Latrell told me while I was in jail with them.
we need 100 drow. Why do we need 100 drow?
Because we have to have the pearls and the drow.
That greedy bitch. I'm already giving her all my stuff.
I know, that's what I mean. Let's go.
It doesn't even go here.
It doesn't go here. So, like, can I do maybe a religion or an arcana check? Like, what would happen if they just leave without fulfilling a promise? I know they're gauged, but like,
Yeah, so
arcana, I got a 27.
so you can sense the Gesh spell on
Yeah.
Knob, and you believe that spell will probably be in effect until the terms that they've told you about are fulfilled. So until they make that sacrifice, they will be Gesh, and the consequences of that are psychic damage that will happen every time they harm or aid in the harm of someone who worships Blibdulpool.
Which is why
Has his
I'm
hand up.
thinking, and I say that to Venka, but then I say, but if we just leave and maybe remove curse or do a greater restoration, I'm familiar with the spell, then they're not hurting any of the guys, and we get out. Loophole.
Do you have a
Charles.
question, Carson?
Yeah, what's up, Carson?
Oh, sorry, my hand was just hanging up here on something. But
Oh,
I am considering becoming a paladin of Blip Dool Poop. That's hilarious.
oh, please don't.
I think my next character is a Kuo-Toa that is a paladin to Blip Dool.
So, Okay, I'm confused now. So are we just going to take the money and run?
Ooh, take the money and run.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got my bag.
Nob is into that. I'm into that. You're pulling a Howard and doing the wrong plan on accident.
This is all your fault.
Wow. Wow.
We had a solid plan and then you cut off the hand of a freaking idol.
Uh-huh. All right, let's go.
Now's not the time to point fingers, is what you're saying.
So throughout that conversation, Atrell, from your kind of hiding spot, you'd see the throng of Kuo-Toa charging through down to the prison, and Vagug strides forward, says, "Throw open the bars, release the..." What the fuck? He says, "They've escaped! How can we release the prisoners if they've escaped? Damn it!"
Get them back in here so we can release them.
They're all like now bellowing, confused, enraged. And in the aftermath of that, Atrell, you see north of the shrine, Howard and the octopus Nob and Venka kind of tiptoeing out of the throne room. Howard's bag filled with treasure, Venka's bag filled with treasure.
I would say
not
you don't
holding
see
all
Howard.
these bags of treasure.
Howard's invisible.
Four arms held with treasure and four like sliding on the floor.
And Atrell's like, like trying not to shout.
Here's the other thing you see.
Okay.
Venka's passive perception is very high. There are two passages that actually exit the shrine to the north, away from the throng.
Let's do that.
One of them is guarded by some Kuo-Toa. The other is empty. You can see with your passive perception, it's the one on the west. This way.
This way. Unguarded?
Unguarded.
Yeah. Unguarded. Let's go.
Okay, Atrell, you'll have to make a stealth check to get up to them.
I see them like like across the other side, like clink 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 clink.
15, 20, 20.
Yeah, you have to check, right? Counts to 60 and restarts
check
every time. Okay, here's my stealth.
You get a disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you if you reminded me. Yeah. Here we go. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine.
Everything's fine.
It's actually not that bad.
Okay.
12.
It could be way worse. Also, if they come out again, I have another. It's better than the first original plan, which is plan C, that might put stuff to shit.
I feel like we're on plan G now. Like.
Okay. They rolled a 10 on their search as they're distractedly like looking around, confused, frustrated. Atrell, you managed to move up. Let's say, just because it would be logical, you can move around through the apartments rather than through the open shrine.
Right.
And as you move through those apartments, you see all sorts of fish people now, in their homes, eating supper. It looks like most of them are very.
Is it set to a soundtrack that's like bow, 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 and I'm like jumping through their houses and like grabbing a piece of meat off of the floor?
Yeah, it's also giving Aladdin, like that scene.
Yeah.
I like jump off a trampoline.
You eventually work your way to a kind of curved staircase that leads back down to the street level, where you can meet up with your friends and you all charge off unseen by those who now loathe and pursue you, but they have no idea where you've gone. You head northward.
Worship.
Wait.
Yeah, right.
When you banished me, I'm not gonna pop back in there at any time, am I?
No, it's all done.
Okay, good. Okay, I was like, wait a second. I've never been banished before, so I was like, wait, how do the rules work?
Well, you head back into the Underdark, now on the other side of the shrine. You're a little bit separated from, you know that Kai Gazma, the paladin, as well as Gurley, the dwarf, and her dog Drill. Burley? Which one?
You said Gurley.
Oh, it's Gurley.
Yeah.
Burley.
Yeah. Okay. Burley with a B.
It's Burley. Gurley is
all right.
Yeah.
Consonants. So they're separated from you, but they are safe. And the four of you head now alone, closer and closer to the drow city of Erelai Sinlu. And that's where we'll pick up on our eventual next session of Old School Roundup.
See you guys next year.
Thank you for coming along that ride with us. That was just a riot.
That was a roller coaster of nonsense.
Loved that.
I think that the best thing that's ever happened is when Graham was like, and we're going to go on a break.
We went on the longest route to get from point A to point B.
But the fact that you escaped scot-free is pretty impressive.
It's so much money, guys. So much stuff.
Money.
So much stuff.
Okay, well, thank you all for playing. Thanks to those of you who stuck with us and watched. Great to see the chat going, and we really appreciate having you here with us. Our next stream is tomorrow, where we will continue our series, Spire, You Will Be Ashes, playing Spire, The City Must Fall role-playing game, where, strangely enough, we play drow, who are rebelling against their oppressors. So that's a pretty fun game.
A bunch of Kuo-Toa oppressors, right?
Not being sacrificed.
It's like a distant future, started by some octopus that had, convinced them of their mortal...
And stole all their gold.
This was the prequel. So we'll see as many of you as can make it tomorrow. That's at help me out. Is it 8 p.m. Central?
8
or 7:30?
No, it's 7:30 Central.
7:30 Central. Thank you. And then Tuesday we've got our Marvel stream, Future Reign, which is also wrapping up pretty soon. That one's at 8 Central. And then after that, I think we're back to our kind of regular schedule. So very awesome.
Yay!
Okay, well, have a wonderful night. May the blessings of Blibdul Poolp live with you.
Yes. Good night.
Bye.